he got out the car and ran up on his doorstep and he pulled out the camera. He was a young guy, maybe 17, 18, or whatever. And then he pulls out his phone and the police officer, gotta remind you, they have stop and frisk in New York, right? So he goes up to the porch and dude, like, what the hell you doing? Get out my, like, you trespassing. And the cop is like, I need your ID. I need you to identify yourself. So the dude's like, I ain't giving you nothing. I ain't giving you nothing. So then the mama comes outside. Luckily, the mom came out and she had more sense than the other guy. But she was even getting emotionally involved, and the tension started rising. The cop started pulling out his phone, recording him. Like, that's all it takes is egos, and this situation goes south. Because they got to remember, cops is humans too, and they have the authority. They sometimes they get mad just that the fact that you even challenge their authority. So that could lead to a situation. So you have to be very careful about what you say. Very, very careful. Matter of fact, I was in a situation. I give you firsthand situation, right?
You
So
didn't get slapped at the no Grammys or nothing. Or Oscar.
man, I kind of be praying for something like that happening. I own that police station, but
okay, I had that.
But yeah, so my cousin got into an accident, right? A bad accident. She had a flat tire. The cop pulled her over. Instead of helping her, assisting her, he asked her for ID as if she committed a crime. My car broke down in the exact same spot a year later. Weird ass shit, right? So
you can't make that shit up.
So we in that spot, and then the cop pulls up, and when we see the cops, man, we supposed to be like, oh man, help's on the way. I'm like, oh shit, I ain't even got nothing on me. I ain't dirty or nothing. I'm like, damn, I gotta deal with this shit on top of that, because it's a highway right there.
Right.
So I'm like, damn. So he comes up and he says, you got your license and registration? So me, of course, I'm mad as shit that he even asked me this shit, but I comply. So I give him everything. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't have my license on me, but I could give you my name. You can just run it, and you can see I ain't got my picture will show up and everything, right? So he like, okay. So then he got it from my cousin or whatever. Car checked out, everything's good, right? So then after I complied with him, then I asked him this, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm nervous as shit, man. I ain't got nothing on me, but I see those lights and I react like I'm sure every other black person react. It's just something about them lights that invoke something in us. I don't know if it's historic or what, but I'm nervous, man. So I'm like, could I ask you a question, sir? He said, yeah. I said, you're a public servant, right? He said, yeah. We pay taxes here, right? Yeah. Why is the first question you asked me is license and registration? You could have helped me and then got everything that you wanted to get. He was like, yeah, but you're in between a highway and a business. I'm like, you can't help where you have an accident, right? He was like, yeah. But when he said yeah, he started getting an attitude with me. But I just kept yes sir, no, yes sir, no. But I kept.
Is he white or black? I gotta ask.
Oh, he was definitely a white guy.
All right.
So,
the case
so,
on.
so he started getting I started sensing him like getting a little agged or whatever. But I still kept asking my questions. But I just did it in a tone makes a difference. You know how you articulate your thoughts and everything. All that stuff makes a difference. You know what I mean? It just like any civilized discourse, you got to have those things. If I start yelling at you right now, Mark, you might just yell back, not even knowingly, just like a reaction.
Right.
So I still kept it civil, whatever.
We're human. We're human.
Yeah, everybody's human. So I just still kept it civil. And then he started to bring it down. I'm like, I'm not yelling, sir. You just talked. I'm just having a conversation. I didn't gave you everything. You see, I ain't no criminal. This is just a conversation between a civilian and a cop. Nothing wrong with it. So that's when he toned it back down. He was like, oh, I'm not a bad person. You know what I mean? I understand that, because this happened in Rosenberg, Texas, and they have a lot, like a history of bad stuff happening there. But he was like, I was on the Queen Latifah show, and then he showed me on his phone him throwing a football to a little black kid. I didn't know how that was relevant to my situation. Like, oh, you throw balls to black kids? Oh, what was I worried about? You would never shoot. Right. Like, I didn't understand how that was relevant. But after that, he told me, he helped me out with the tire, which what he should have did at first. It's a public servant, but he helped me out with the tire. We got everything situated and we pulled off. But that situation didn't escalate because I kept a cool head. And even if it would have got to the point where like he was just like basically like shut the fuck up or whatever, I would have just stayed quiet, because I don't want to lose my life over no flat tire. I feel like my life is more valuable.
Right?
Yeah. So, and then I could have, like you said, I could have had legal grounds somewhere if he would have escalated and used force by then, because it's like, what you using force on me for? I'm cooperating, everything's good. then I would have had a case. But you got to be really really mindful about your interactions with
Right.
police officers because it could escalate into you dying. And dead men don't talk, so it's their word against a dead man's.
Speak on that, bro, because that's what everybody's thinking. Like, I could say whatever I want to say because I know I'm gonna sue your ass at the end of the day. Dead men tell no tales.
Facts. That was part of the not related, but this is a global situation. So I could compare it to with Trayvon Martin. We only got one side of the story. We had to fill in the blanks on the other side because Trayvon Martin wasn't there. Like, if a situation happens and you know you're in the right, but you end up dead, I mean, the other person's story is all we get, and we got to piece together your story and then prove that their intent was to kill you. Like, it's a lot of uh fishy stuff around that.
A lot of
So
blanks. A lot of blanks that
a
got
lot
to
of
get
blanks.
filled in.
Yes.
A
So
lot of blanks to got to get filled in with the victim non-responding.
yep.
Fair enough, right?
So it's best to be around to tell your own story. Long story short, be around to tell your own side. Don't let them fill in the blanks for you, because then you might just get swept under the rug. Like, oh well, he kind of deserved his own death. That's normally what it leads to. Because they don't even test the person that shot you blood. They test the victim's blood to make sure you wasn't on drugs and you didn't deserve to die. So I mean, you got to be mindful of all this stuff when you get pulled over by the police.
Absolutely. Look, with that said, let's get into this story right here. This is from Fort Lauderdale Police Department. Have you heard about this story? It's a young man. Shout out to PGH Big Dog. This is a young man in Fort Lauderdale. The police, yeah, man. I think we got a strike on our main channel earlier. The PGH Big Dog. So shout out to you for pulling up and being a loyal supporter. Definitely appreciate you. Yeah, man, we get into some different type of content. You know how we do. We chop it up about different type of things. We got a story right here where it's a guy out of Fort Lauderdale. I don't know if you guys heard about this story. Let me make sure I get a screenshot of this because I need y'all to see this. I need y'all to see this. Basically, the way the story goes, we got a brother working at a hotel. While he's working at the hotel, sometimes you're working at a hotel, different type of things are going on. You got some people that came to kick it, get some little cut up. You got some people that came that turned up for a little bit, have a little fun in the sun, or what I'm saying. Some people might just came to cheat on their wife, whoever. You know what I'm saying. Some people might be there for a church convention. Whatever the case goes, this young man here was up to no good. Got into an argument with the hotel clerk, who had no choice but to defend himself. Damn, where's my screenshots at? I'm tripping right here. They're killing me right here. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. Trying to see what's going on with my with my setup here. It's supposed to pop right up. But basically, in a nutshell, this young brother did not. I'll try it one more time. Oh, you know what? That's my fault. They added. Yeah, that's my bad. All right, but basically in a nutshell, this young brother did not get treated fairly. We'll play a clip of this video and we'll go into some commentary on it. But basically, he got arrested. Somebody comes into the building drunk. They attack him. He defends himself. He wins the struggle. He wins the struggle. Cops come in. They push him around, arrest him, and gives the other gentleman a courtesy ride home. Let me see. Let me make sure I got it queued up.
Okay. We will not tolerate your racism.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna cut the Dr. Rashad Ritchie video real quick. Damn man, I don't know why this is not pulling up. This is weird. So I don't even see my screenshots up here. Maybe hold on, let me change something real. They added. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me, y'all. It's a live show. It's a live show. It's a live show. Let me try this. Let's see if that'll work. All right, let's try this. Should have it right here. Yeah, it's a live show, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes we have some difficulty. So this is our victim right here. So this is the victim. According to Fort Lauderdale Police Department, this is the victim. His brother did nothing wrong. From our last report, Best Western said he's been let go. He's been let go. We're going to show the footage. Going to put the footage on the screen. I'm going to let y'all see exactly what's happening. And we're going to give some commentary because from all we know, we don't have the audio. What we do know, what we have now, is we do have the cop's body cam. So we're going to show you the raw footage that we had originally when we first talked about the story. And then we'll go into the body cam. Matter of fact, I can play this clip. Let me clip that up. Before I do this, let me say something. Let me say something real quick. You still there with me, Boston Scholar, right?
Yeah, man.
What should happen when cops falsify reports? Like, shouldn't they be charged for falsifying a report? Like, if they say, "Hey, this guy pushed me, assaulted me, and things like that occurred," and then we catch it on camera that is not what occurred. Shouldn't something happen there? Shouldn't that be off violation of duty, actions unbecoming of an officer? Like, don't we have to punish these type of things?
Yeah, absolutely. I think in some rare cases where this does happen, police officers have a union to fight for them and get them their job back. So it's like a lose-lose battle anyway. Like if they plant the
Why
evidence,
the lose battle? Why does the police union fight for a guy who you see on camera lying?
that's their job. They're the union. That's what a
No,
union
no, no,
does.
no, no. But that union should. Whoa. That union is to lie for bad cops.
The union is to fight for police officers. That's their main goal, their main job. Any union, the football union fights for retired football players. So their job title is what they do. So they
No,
fight
no,
for.
no, no, no. Slow down. Don't bring the football. Football players don't have the power to shoot you, kill you, fuck your life up forever,
Oh,
plant drugs
absolutely.
on
I
you,
agree. I
handcuff.
was just showing the unions their job is to fight. That was the reason I brought them up. The union's job is to fight for whoever they're fighting for. Like a lawyer. A lawyer's going to defend you whether you're guilty or not. You get what I'm trying to say? The
I get you
union
on that part.
the union's just trying to do their job. And
But
I
but
agree with
but the union sometimes steps away from cops and say, "Hey, we can't rock with this. This is wrong."
you. I ain't never heard of that. You might have to drop.
Didn't they do that with Didn't they do that with a couple of these officers in the last couple of years? Like where the union did not pay for their shit, like far as dealing with the unlawful shootings. The police union has been known to step away. I think the police union stepped away. It was an Asian guy who was accused of raping some African American women. Part of my vernacular with the R word, I know it's sensitive. I know the algorithms don't like it, but it was an Asian cop accused of doing the R word with some African American. I believe this was in New Orleans. I'll pull his cop up. I'll pull the cop picture up. Siri is incredible. But I said that to say that the union, if I'm not mistaken, stepped away from that. Hello.
Yeah, I could see that. I
I
don't know
think
if
I think the union stepped away from the cop also, who was who got convicted. I believe he was I think it was from Sudan, if I'm not mistaken. But he shot a Caucasian woman who ran to the side. He thought he was killing the white lady, protecting his partner. Remember that? His partner survives. His partner was like, nah, nigga. He was like, my partner looked like he was about to die. He couldn't reach for his gun quick enough. I was quick on the drop. I shot the bitch, respectfully. And now he's in prison. Partner still on the force. And they gave that Caucasian, I believe she was from Australia, if I'm not mistaken, right? Are you familiar with the story? Okay. Somebody in the chat is going to remember the story. Somebody's watching the playback. Shout out to my guy, Brandon Washington. Brandon Washington, what up, though?
What up?
What's popping, my G? How you feel? What's the deal? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate your time and energy.
Brandon's from Texas, right?
That's what he said, but we don't know.
Hey, just recently, not that long ago, a cop passed by to like one of the homeless people downtown and gave him a shit sandwich.
I don't even never heard of it.
Yeah, look this up. This is in where I'm from, and he gave him a shit sandwich, and laughed about it. The police officer that was with him told on him, right? That's nasty. What the fuck? They're already homeless, bro. They're already going through enough bad shit. Who the fuck would even think to shit in a goddamn piece of bread and give it to somebody? That's nasty shit. Like that's
right.
Ridiculous. You know what I mean? But the union came and fought for that guy, and he's employed now. He got his job back.
Shout out to Deuce. What up, Deuce? Deuce, what up, though?
What up?
What's poppin', my G?
It's just a losing battle to get engaged into because.
What up?
Sorry about that. I turned on the big speakers in the studio. Go ahead.
Because remember they tried to get Joe Biden at one time to talk about police reform, and he wouldn't even bring it to the table. So I mean, if you won't even engage in the dialect or ideas about it, so it's just like that's just saying it is what it is. Just shut up and deal with it.
Well, look, the cops arrested the wrong man in this video. We're gonna chop it up on this real quick.
Yeah, I ain't seen this one yet. I'm interested in this one.
All right, so look, I'm gonna let the neighborhood talk about it. We're gonna narrate it. We're doing commentary. I don't want to get another strike, so let me try to do it right. I gotta cut the camera on. So you gotta cut your camera on and be a part of it. So we're doing original commentary here. Let's break it down. Let's rewind a little bit. So you see, and this footage is courtesy of Attorney Crump. Benjamin Crump is on the case. Benjamin Crump is on the case, ladies and gentlemen. He on the case. Let's talk about it. Link out there, man. Pull up. I'm gonna try to end this one. In about 45 minutes. So 4:15. So on the East Coast. So that's 35 minutes. 45 minutes. So 45 minutes or less. We're gonna end this show. So pull up, chop it up with us. Let's chop it up real quick. Let's get into it. What y'all think of this story right here? So, surveillance video raises question about officer's complaint. So we got a man at Fort Lauderdale, Best Western. He has kicked the guests out and canceled their reservation for racial discrimination. Now he's giving him the works right now. But this don't show the whole case because, yeah, he's on, but he's behind the stage. He's behind, yeah, man, he behind the scene. Minding his own business. He don't kick the guy out due to the guy being unruly. Oh, yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm here for it. Let me get the video queued up. All right. For more on the story, we go into this video. Copyrights are definitely owned by those who are in charge of this video, but we definitely gonna we're gonna follow along. Gonna do some live commentary. So, because we can see clearly what's going on here. You see my man right here behind the counter, minding his own damn business. Ladies and gentlemen, girl behind the mic, what up? M Stats, what up? Deuce, what up? Brando, what up? My man minding his own business. Now, this is a guy, he already don't canceled his reservation, don't kicked him out the hotel. Said it's over for you. You can't stay at the Best Western tonight. Homie was like, you know what? If I can't stay in the Best Western, I'm gonna kick your ass. Respectfully. He walks right in. Let's go. Comes right behind the counter. We saw that, right? I'm sorry. All right. Bam. He walks right in. Boom. Bam. Right hand. Grabs him. Right hand dropped him. Goes to ground and pound. He does some arm control, wrist control. Police come in. Police push him. Police push him again. You can see him clearly pointing, saying, hey, I got it all on camera, homie. I ain't do nothing wrong. Push him. He was like, boom, pushed him again. He's going to push him a third time. The police said he pushed him. He's arrested for resisting an officer. Has he resisted yet? He literally just got off of whooping some ass. This ain't even the best video. We got to show the other video, because the other video shows him holding the guy down and maintaining control of the guy until police get there. See, this video shows him already getting up. See, this is wrong. So that's my fault, because I didn't proofread this video. Well, I didn't view this video, because I know the story. We see what's going on. We saw what happened. The guy rushed the man behind the counter who works there. The police have passed him, pushed him. He's pointing at the camera. The body cam gonna show this. Look at her. She's worried about the white guy on the ground. Push him again. Push him again. She reaches her arm out, and now she's like, now she's doing wrist control on the guy, and now we got to put you in cuffs. You know what ended up happening? That black guy was arrested. They gave old boy a courtesy ride home. They gave him a courtesy ride home. The police report said he was obviously drunk. The police report even says, now look at this. This is a witness. Police said it's no witness. It's clearly a witness. It's clearly footage.
Intoxicated rave and pins him down while a third person calls 911.
Look at him. He sounds in distress. He said he attacked me. I had to call 911. I had to call 911. I'm trying to defend myself. Can't make this shit up, homie. Can't make this shit up. Only in America. Let's go.
Fort Lauderdale police arrive a few minutes later, and Officer Anthony Camadeo starts shoving Rashal into a mini fridge.
He said, back up, back up. You keep pushing it. It's nowhere for him to back up. He got to actually, for him to move it to his right, he would have to step over the bad guy. You get what I'm saying? But you pushed him 3 times. He's never addressing the bad guy on the ground. And old boy right here in the background too, he'll fuck nigga too. I'm sorry. Because he should have been, I don't know if he's yelling, maybe I can't hear it, but he should be saying, no, you got the wrong guy. This the bad guy right here.
Officer Anthony Camadeo starts shoving
But he ain't saying shit. Old boy in the background ain't saying shit neither. And look at the black guy. The black guy look like he looking at the witness over here like, the black guy looking like he looking at the witness like, say something. Tell him. Say something. You see, the other dude ain't even saying shit right now. Right? But we know he works at the hotel. Why is this guy back here? Can we use some common sense here, ladies and gentlemen? Why are you behind the counter, sir, getting your ass beat? Nope.
To a mini fridge.
And you keep pushing this guy. Watch this. Now she's going to come grab the guy. She's going to handcuff him.
Wrote that after he pushed Rashal several times, Rashal pushed him back.
Now, you heard that? The officer said Rashal pushed him back. Did this guy push this officer one time? This is an open and shut case, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see it again. Did the guy push him back? Push. Push. He pointed at the camera. Push. Push. The man is really, I don't see him pushing back. I see him trying to stand back up. Being pushed on a refrigerator half his size. I don't see him pushing back. He does okay, right? If you want to slow it down, he does try to grab the officer's hand, like the officer grabbing. He like, okay, I see that he's touching the officer because the officer is pushing him. Stepped over the bad guy, pushing him. He's trying to explain. He's clearly pointing at the camera. Right here, he's clearly pointing. Talk to me. Come on, Boston Scholar. Am I tripping? What we seeing here?
I can't believe this is not a skit. It almost looks like it's so unbelievable, man. It looks like something made up, something that like me and you would make up as a comedy skit where they come and be like, look, the black guy done beat him up and took his name tag and got behind his desk. Like common sense would tell you, just showing up to a situation, not seeing anything, you automatically could be able to gauge what was going on, unless your mind is already made up before you got there. They call that implicit biasness. And I think that's what's going on here. I think they already had in their mind what a villain looks like, and they showed up and started functioning accordingly. They already knew who the victim was, and the victim. I wonder if the other guy has money. That would make a difference too. It's a different set of rules for rich
They
people.
don't know who he is at this point. They just walked in and saw a black guy on top of a white guy, but they didn't even say, "Hey, the black guy works here. He wearing the Best Western shirt, vest, name tag, whole get up."
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, how does this happen? Well, you walk over the counter. At what point does the cop realize this guy got it? Like, look, you had to walk over him to get to the guy.
And he was a 911 caller too, right?
Yeah, no. The guy behind the female officer in the screenshot right now is the 911 caller.
So he was just a regular person there that witnessed it.
Who?
Who was the 911 caller? It wasn't the black guy. It was just a
No, I
person.
believe the 911 caller is the guy standing behind the female officer, because the black guy had the other guy pinned down. Yeah, let me rewind a little bit. So while he got him pinned down like that, that guy calls 911. Because at first, because he's up there first telling the black guy, leave him alone. The black guy is saying, he assaulted me. I had to defend myself. He said, and then you hear the other guy saying, he's headlocking me. Why do you got your butt behind that counter?
Do you think the 911 caller might have gave them the description of the black guy?
Very possible. It's very possible. Put a case on it. Let's put a case on the 911. He said, hey, we got a black guy up here beating the shit out of a white guy at the Best Western.
That's the only thing I could possibly think of that would make this a little bit make sense to me. Still in the wrong, but still make sense. Like, okay, well, you get a call where the black guy.
But even if so, though, my brother, detained them both. One guy went to jail. The other guy, even according to the police report, was quote unquote obviously drunk, and he got a quote unquote courtesy ride to a friend's house. The employee went to jail tonight. We got a mugshot of the employee. Let's put his mugshot up. This is the victim. He's at work.
Yeah, bro, I don't know. Because
No,
I was
we know. Let's look at it. He's
Nah,
at
so-
work. But look, just look at it though. He's at work. And that guy, boom. Now, once you come behind that counter, I don't know if you got a gun, knife, you want my life. Because at this point, it ain't about staying at the hotel no more.
Bro,
What are
he
we
got
talking about?
to
We
the
don't
beat.
know no more.
Yeah,
Shout out
no,
to Benjamin Crump for taking this case.
no,
'Cause at
absolutely.
this point, this guy has violated.
Yeah, no.
Right.
When I said I didn't know, I was trying to give the cops the benefit of the doubt. But then after you said after the situation, so okay, let's say they
But
jumped
the
to
cops,
conclusion.
but look, the cops didn't have to take him to jail that night. The cops
That's
could
and that's when they
the cops
lost me.
could have looked at the footage.
Yeah, exactly.
The
That's
cops
where the benefit of
fabricated the police report.
yeah,
That is a crime.
yeah, bro. So that's where the I can't even
Boom.
give them the
That man
benefit
came
of
in
the
there
doubt.
and rushed that man.
Bro, I would
That
have
man
gave him.
fighting for his life right now at work.
Yeah, bro. He
Just
got
trying to work the desk at the hotel on the night shift. Somebody
bro.
don't call you a racial slur is now in there attacking you. Don't came behind the counter. He
Yeah, bro, he
don't
got
want. if I can't stay at the Best Western tonight because a nigga told me I gotta fight you tonight. That's what's happening here.
He'd have got the beats, bro. Like when at least when I try to give the cops the benefit of the doubt, and you told me the result of it. So let's say they did rush to conclusions, they got the call, right? Then they show up. Okay, well, let's go look at the security footage. Let's let this guy. But when you told me they gave him the courtesy right, it's like, oh well, hell, it's undeniable. This clip is undeniable. Like the result of it and everything that was handled afterwards, and then the falsifying documents, all that shit is just like, what the like. Yeah, that guy does not deserve to have his job. He is not gonna de-escalate anything. He's gonna. This is the shit that we caught on camera that he lied about. You know, we got lucky because we got video surveillance everywhere. But like, had this not happened, people would have said, "Oh, there goes another black person crying racism. You got what you deserve, buddy. You did this." He would have his story would have fell on deaf ears. Luckily, we got footage.
And look, but what I hate about the news story is this is how they label the topic, though. They'll label the topic: surveillance video raises questions about officers' complaint. What do you mean it raises questions? It's not no raises questions, mama, sister. This is straight up lie.
Yeah, they tread lightly about how. Now let that
straight up lie though, and we see it. Let's hear it. Hold up, my bad. Let me share the audio so we don't get the feedback. Sorry about that. The man is up there. The black man, I ain't gonna lie, even though he was whooping ass, he sounds like he's in distress. He was attacking me. I had to defend myself. He whooping ass, but he crying though. Cause he know like I'm about to get in trouble for being
he's at work too.
White dude.
He's at work too.
He at work. Like, right. I'm about to lose my job right now for whooping somebody ass who don't came behind his counter. And he didn't come behind the counter to talk. You could talk to me on the other side. That man walked in with fury, rage, and that man really did have to defend himself.
So the video,
like we mad at him because he won the fight, and you already know, like you see the two white dudes in there now, or somebody who don't look like him. He's on camera. Like, come on, bro. Like, I did nothing wrong here. And you got to say that real quick to somebody. If not, they're going to start kicking you in your head, attacking you.
Is concerning because it not only shows that what police say happened differs from what actually happened,
differs.
It also shows they tried charging the wrong guy.
Differs? Like, why do we got to use these gentle words? Ian, Margot. Why do we have to use Eden? How you say the sister Eden name? Sister Christy right here. Love the yellow colors. You guys look beautiful. You guys are doing your thing. Beautiful colors here. But the news, sometimes we can't just paint the news with beautiful colors, homie. We just got to tell the truth. And the truth sometimes hurt. The cops failed. The cops failed the victim here. That should have been the headline. Cops fail victim. Let perpetrator walk free. Cops give perpetrator courtesy ride home. Police blunder. You see what I'm saying? But they don't want to say that because if you say that you lose public trust. You lose public trust. And you don't want the people to think they can't trust the police. But that's what happened. All of the above. A blunder, mistrust, mistake of identity, violation, racial bias could have played a course. These are my opinions, but many of these things are going to play out in civil court because Benjamin Crump is on the case. Let's play it.
Local 10's Ian Margle is live to explain why. Ian.
So the video is concerning because it not only shows that what police say happened differs from what actually happened, but it also shows they tried charging the wrong guy, and they said there were no witnesses, even though the entire thing was caught on camera.
Stop right there. Let's do commentary. You heard that? You heard 3 different charges right there, bro. They said we don't got no witnesses. Say the wrong guy got charged. What was the other thing? Come on, help me out. It just happened. Said we got the wrong guy. They said it won't no witnesses. Um, come on. What was the last one? What was the last one? It was a couple cop blunders right here.
Is concerning because it not only shows that what police say happened differs from what actually happened,
Okay, so false reporting. So false reporting,
but it also shows they tried charging the wrong guy and
false imprisonment, false arrest.
they said there were no witnesses, even
No witnesses, more false statements, more actions unbecoming of an officer. Oh yeah. This is all real. This is all real. This is all real. Make this make sense for me, my brother, because I know you are a good brother and I know you are pursuing a career in law enforcement. And that's why we're doing this for educational purposes, to help you, help me, help us, help we, because I think this is important. We need allies in law enforcement. Give me your take on this as somebody who is a future candidate and will be patrolling the streets.
Man, so this is exactly why I wanted to fucking not just keep complaining about it and be the change. I feel like I can handle my own people better than somebody else would. That situation would have went a lot different if I was there. You get what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't have showed up and be like, he's the victim, white dude the victim, black dude the person that's causing the trouble. My brain wouldn't have immediately went there. Especially they give you information with these 911 calls. That's why I don't understand why they and then falsifying the the documents and just like I don't understand. Like, okay, you already came and protected who you wanted to protect, which was the person, the victim, the non-victim that you made.
Well, we don't know. Well, look, I guess, hold up, slow down. I guess it's all about the mentality. Who do you consider the victim when you walk in the room? You consider
Yeah,
the white guy a victim because he's getting beat up because he lost the fight?
that's why I said perceived victim. Me and you know who the real victim in the situation is. I'm talking about them showing up, giving them the benefit of the doubt. Okay, so whatever. You put your hands on him, he put your hands on. Why was the other guy who was clearly drunk? So there's an altercation and there's a drunk person and there's one that's sober. Why is the drunk person giving a ride home with no charges? It doesn't make any sense to why he didn't get charges also. It would have been consistent if they would have gave him charges also and arrested him and took him to jail. It would still be wrong that they did this to the person at his job, but you would show that you were at least a little bit consistent. This is blank, like it's obvious. It's like it's right in our face of exactly what it is. Like I I mean you can't sugarcoat it. Like I try to give him the benefit of the doubt, but when you gave me the end result, I'm like, oh hell yeah, it's just exactly what it is. This is why we need black people uh addressing 911 calls from other black people because we don't automatically assume them to be a threat. I mean, I don't. I would have handled that completely different. I'd have been like, well, shit, why you run up on this? I'd have looked at the footage and be like, why you run up on this man while he working? I would have whooped your ass too. I'd let that dude go. I'm like, you want to press charges on him? That black dude would have been the victim if I was there because that's exactly what he was. After I got real context on the situation, you know what I mean? I might have put both of them in cuffs because it's a fight, right? You don't know what's going on. But once he said, look at the security camera, I'd have looked at the security camera, talked to my
You at
partner,
least looked at it, right?
yes, and told him like, okay, you want to press charges because you were the victim here. And I would have, I handled it accordingly.
To go boy to jail.
Yes, I would have did.
You definitely would have looked at the footage, right? Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
even if
There's
you
no
had to
way.
keep him in cuffs while you looked at the footage, like for your safety. But, and I apologize to you for that, sir. But let's do that. Like, whatever you had to do. But like, you would have get like he wearing the best Western uniform.
Exactly. Like, what do
You
you do?
gotta
Beat
at
him up?
least give
in
him the
uniform?
benefit of the doubt. Like
Yep.
he's in the safe space. He's the employee. He's the manager on duty. He's in charge, right?
Or at least talk to the 911 caller. I'd have been like, who called? And I would have talked to him. Well, what happened? He's the odd person out. He ain't got no horse in the race. I'd have talked to him, then talked to the parties, and then made my assessment. Like use common sense. You don't. I don't like his mind was made up before he even got there. That's
Yeah,
what it showed.
that's what I think too, bro. I'm glad you said that too. I definitely believe at the end of the day that's what it was. He was on some Will Smith. I feel like slapping a nigga today.
The most disheartening part about this, man, is even if me and you right now became police officers, we still have to be civilians. We can't be police officers 24 hours a day. We're still at some point going to deal with a situation similar to this, which is so disheartening, man. Like what? Like we're not even allowed to be victims, man. They think like our genetics, we got some type of incredible Hulk in us or something. But we can't be the victims no matter what. We always the aggressor. We always the person that started. Somebody could walk up and slap the shit out of us. I seen a video where a lady ran up on this other lady and she got it on video. They said she couldn't do nothing because she didn't run away. What? And this was in Florida, the stand your ground state. They don't even make any. Well, throw the stand your ground law away. Then, if that's the case, you got to run away before you could actually do something to them. That don't even make any sense, man. But it just showed, man. There's them laws ain't for us, bro. The
So
laws ain't.
laws out here, man. Definitely a lot of stories out here. We're gonna do more coverage on more of these stories as time progresses as well. Because there's a lot of stories that been popping off over the last couple of days. I wanted to talk about them on the show. Some boxing related, some not. But definitely appreciate your time and your energy, my brother. Shout out to everybody who pulled up on the backup stream right here. Before I go, have you heard about this story about the innocent man who is this the one? I got a couple stories right I want to touch on real quick before I let you go. Is this the one? I believe it's the innocent. Oh man, this is another one. I got a couple of these. Man. About this cold case. They found the murderer after 25 years. But I want to do a longer show on that. I'll do a longer show on that. I might do a pop-up on that. Oh man, the Fulton County Commissioner. Nah, I got to do that. I got to make that. I might do that on Wednesday. Got a Fulton County Commissioner accused of sexual harassment, wrongful termination. And guess what? You ready? Dun dun dun. Matter of fact, I got a drop for it. I'm doing the dun 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 like I ain't got the drop. Here we go. And guess what? Dun dun dun. It's a woman. Oh yeah.
Damn.
Oh yeah. She accused of taking liberty with the office dick. Oh yeah, we dated for a minute, but once we broke up, shorty, like you pressing me, making life hard. He has found trackers on his vehicle. She don't put trackers on his vehicles. Allegedly. We don't know if she did it yet, but that's what he's alleging in his lawsuit. Oh man, that's gonna be fun right there. Wednesday. We're gonna talk about that on Wednesday.
It posed the question: can you have power and not abuse it? Everybody can't do that. Everybody can't be trustworthy. I feel like they should make the body cams they have. They're able to turn them on and turn them off, which is the most craziest stuff I've ever heard of in my life. Like if you go to a medical facility, they got the cameras up in the corner in case the nurses are hurting the patients to protect the patients. But with the civilians, they give not every cop has a body cam, and then they're able to shut it off and shut it on. That is so, and they still get caught. That's blows my mind that they have the ability. They either don't think anything's gonna happen to them because they feel like the system is so screwed up that they can do whatever they want to and get away with it, or the other reason that there's two sets of laws for two different people. The powerless, they're not going to complain and nothing's going to come from oppressing the powerless. Now if you go to Beverly Hills or somewhere like that and you pull there might be some consequences for that, you know what I mean, whether they was in the wrong or right. So that's just crazy that they still get caught, man.
Man. I don't know, bro. Some of these stories I'm looking at, bro, like they look for ways not to hold people accountable, bro. Like we got a man exonerated for murders, right? And when you watch the news story is not holding him accountable. The interviewer is not holding the former. I guess the other guy was like knew him and know him. Like I got to do more research on it, but I'm about to do a story on this. But this guy right here,
for the murder.
who the news is talking to about this case aren't asking him the tough questions. Like they just let him, he was like, hey, I never expected. At the end of the day, he's like, I feel bad for both guys. Hey, he was dealing with a moral situation. But basically, he framed the guy for murder. Bottom line up front. And get come on, guys. Come on, family. So he said, I framed the guy for murder. If I didn't frame him for murder, the cartel was gonna kill my family in Mexico. Guess what the guy looked like? Come on. Take one good guess. Come on, one good guess. Everybody, say it with me. What did he look like? You guessed it. Black guy. Yep. Framed the black guy for murder. Because he said, and they know for a fact that he framed this guy for murder. Let's put the black guy on the screen. Let's put the brother on the screen. Framed for murder that he didn't commit.
That goes to what I said. The black people are not
We know
allowed.
for a fact this guy didn't do the murder. We know for a fact that this cop lied about it.
Yeah,
Nothing
black
is
people are not.
Go ahead. I'm just saying nothing is happening.
That
Like
goes.
we having a conversation about this. The news is making it like, well, let's talk about it. No, man, this ain't leading the witness. Tell the truth. This man went to prison. This black man right here went to prison for killing this woman, respectfully. And he ain't do it. He ain't do it, yo. We got a cop out here who lied about it. And we having a conversation about should he go to jail or not. Abso-fucking-lutely, he should go to jail. That's the way we're going to cover the news over here on Breaking Beats. We ain't going to sugarcoat it. Abso-fucking-lutely. He should go to jail, homie. Let me put the cop face on the screen, too. When he admits that bro, this is crazy. Nobody's talking about this type of story. You got to talk about it. That's why I got to end this live right here. 'Cause I know people don't like long lives, but they like short drops. So, lock in with me, man. I would love for you to be a part of this story. We'll play the clip and we'll do our commentary. You got anything else you want to plug? Because we can do it real quick. It'll be like a 5-minute video, 10 minutes tops. But I got to get my bars off, and I would love your take on this.
All right.
Want to plug anything?
I'm good.
You got 10 minutes to do it?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's have fun with it. We'll drop this video. Y'all look for this video tomorrow in the morning. But we definitely going to talk about this brother right here. Terrible story. Hey, look, if I had y'all calling in, I would have chopped it up right now. But y'all didn't click the link and y'all didn't call in. So let me go and wrap this one up. And let me go on to the next episode because we're going to do more drops anyway. As y'all know, this month, we will be moving to members only. $3. Just, you know what I'm saying? Cup of coffee, $3. Shit, I can't even buy a gallon of gas with $3. But you know what? We're going to do this content, and we're going to get the content and pop-up episodes to the people who really want the content. So $3, entry level. I think it's like $6 on the next level. The next level is like $10. That $10 level is for people who want to be a part of the giveaways. Like, we give away laptops and tablets, and we do game nights. You'll be automatically entered. Like, we connect with me on social media. You know what I'm saying? And we're just getting started. But I do have other videos that we're gonna do, and if you're a part of the YouTube membership, you'll get a discount. So the videos that I'm selling, there's some of them videos I'm selling, showing you guys what I'm doing, and how to do certain things, and we're gonna give away things in those videos. Those videos are gonna be like $25, $30. Some of them $50. Like, yeah, it's a whole class. But you will get a discount. Yeah, we're moving forward at a rapid pace. Got a lot of good knowledge to give away, but you know what? You know what they say. You know how the game go. So I look forward to working with you. I love you all. I hope you love yourself. Always remember, dreams require your sleep. Goals require your effort. Go out and get your goals. It's your man, Marq Nash, Breaking Beats. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.